get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Nick Chubb.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. They run. Chubb. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Nick Chubb.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
We're on Cleveland.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and...
Now Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Larry Ogunjobi. Baker Mayfield sacked. Fumbled on the play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now Natson. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Fights loose, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points on the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Leonard Williams. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's good.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3-yard line.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts
Back at the 20.
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And 11.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it.
Nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
That's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They run it again with Chubb.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And here's Lewis. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, Jones caught right side, Tate. The ball comes out.
Complete.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Myles Garrett.
But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your team.
Touchdown, Giants!
Jones pass. Complete.
Darius Slayton, 64 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
The kick is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it caught into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Just bowling over tacklers and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Giants take over.
So the fake punt unsuccessful. It was 4th and 1. Charles, what do you make of the call?
I'm not against them going for it there. In fact, I would have thought they just leave the offense out there and go for it on 4th and 1. Leave your experts on the field. That's what they do. That's what they do best. Sometimes I think coaches get a little too cute, and sometimes they outguess themselves.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Going for it all.
Jones pass.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to Evan Ingram. Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, 26 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Nice move at the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
At the 25-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So Cleveland able to come away with